the overall theme of this reading is change, positive movement in the right direction. So you are on the right path, especially if you just kind of found this. You are going to have a teammate coming in. It may or may not be romantic, it depends. And you need to sort of trust your intuition in this and trust the energy. Really just feel out the energy. And you probably aren't used to just going with the flow and going with your energy. You probably did that in the past and you were burnt at some point and you haven't done it since, but Spirit is really saying that this is the time to be open to that when you feel it. Like when you meet that right person, whether it's like a business colleague, a friend, um, just some kind of like a kindred spirit or somebody that you feel intuitively should be in your life, then just go with it. Just go with it and see where it goes. We don't know how long people stay in our life. Some people, if we look at our life as a book, sorry, um, some people are like a sentence in our book. Some people are in a paragraph. Some people are a whole chapter. Some people might even be a whole book because our life is more likely a series, more than likely a series of books, right? Where it's like chapter one, this, chapter two, this. Um, just about different stages of our lives. And so I really do believe that you will feel the energy when it comes in, and you've been calling it in by being true to yourself. And I don't know that you feel confident in the fact that you are drawing it in yourself, but you are. We emanate energy, and when we are being more open to things, we do see that more things will flow into our life. First of all, effortlessly. We won't even have to really work for the right things. Like, and don't get me wrong, we have to work for things. But I just feel like the right things come into our energy space at the right times. And when we feel that energetically, intuitively, when we dream about it, when it's just something that you just know, clear cognizance, go with it. Go with the flow, and it may just be a chapter, it may just be a day, it may just be a night. But even any experience that I've had, no matter how short term, if it's been with the right energy, I've just been so thankful to know that that energy exists, you know? And so that has sometimes meant like having the energy in my life for a very short amount of time, and then it takes some time to get over it, but it always teaches you something, and eventually it's kind of the right combination, right? And things will work out. And I really think that this is one of those situations, but like I said, it could be different for you. It's dependent on how it resonates for you and what is happening in your life and what is the right focus in your life, because it might be school. It might be work. It might be romantic partner. It might just be a friendship. It might be children. Like, this can resonate in so many different ways. And that's what is really beautiful about sharing messages this way. Because if you're open minded, you can listen to the whole message and you can go, you know, that doesn't fit my situation, but this really does. And just hearing it out, because these cards are saying like you've really gone through some turmoil, some tough experiences, like just stabbed through the heart. But you're coming out of that energy now. And what I am getting for you is that you're going on a new journey now where things aren't so hard, because you have really like You've experienced it, you've felt it, but you've also just allowed it to be and allowed it to flow and allowed it to go. And you've released and you've let it go. And no, honestly, sometimes you have to do that multiple times before it actually goes. But you have definitely released a lot of the heartache, and so you're going to see more things going your way now and a different kind of journey coming up, but you need to believe that you are capable of better endings, because I think for a while things weren't going your way, and it's hard to keep the faith and it's hard to keep hope, but we do see glimpses of things then in our day-to-day lives when we are open to those changes, and we need to be open to change. 555 was just on the top of my phone. We need to be open to change because I've explained it like this before. Change can't happen without change. If nothing changes, nothing changes. So when you get to a point when you're sick of things being the way they are, you have to go, okay, so what do I need to change in order to release this, in order to try a new path, in order to go in a new direction and find the solution to this situation. And so you do need to believe that abundant offers are coming. This is king energy. This is somebody you can trust. It's something that is trustworthy. And this can be an offer. This can be some abundance. This may be somebody that comes in and just like fills your cup and you fill their cup, and it's just a completely reciprocal relationship. And like I said, that doesn't have to mean romantic, especially if that's not your focus and you know that that's not your focus. Then it will just be maybe like a like-minded person or somebody you can sort of like use as a mentor in certain aspects of life. So when people float into our lives, when it feels right, just vibe with it. Just drive. Just go with it. Just kind of like when I'm in public, for example, I think I get tested sometimes where like I'll be in a situation where there's like an older person next to me, and um, I don't know. They usually will like say something to me first, and I just go with it because I'm like, you know what? I'd rather talk to somebody than stare at my phone. I'm just not somebody who likes to do that. I like to live in the moment and kind of experience what is happening around me. And so, like, I do that, and I've had the most interesting conversations with people. Like, one time I was in a medical cannabis doctor's office, and there was this older gentleman there getting his prescription. And, like, I just love that so much. And he was telling me how to make the perfect coffee in a French press. And I bought a French press after that, and I worked on making really good coffee, and I love French press coffee. And so, like, we just never really know where these random conversations with strangers will go, but that can turn into a job opportunity. That can turn into a potential love story, like this could be your meet cute, those meet cute moments in movies, in film, when they meet in the cutest ways. I talked to my friend about how I literally have meet cutes in my life constantly, but there's never actually like a man that goes like, oh, hey, like, I think you're really cute. Can I have your number? I'd like to take you out. Like, it doesn't actually end in that. And I'm like, why is this stuck here? But that's how I also know that that's not my focus right now. My focus is not on love right now. But I have several of those moments in life. Like, just the other day at the grocery store, I passed by this super tall guy, and then I turned down the aisle because I needed some of my like dairy-free cream. Save the planet. And, and there was one left, and it was like super far back, and I am 5'3", and so I just, I was like, what have I got to lose? I walked around the corner and I was just like, can I borrow you for a second? And he looked terrified, and it made me laugh, but I had a mask on, so I didn't look as evil as I felt. And I just said, my cream is here and it's too high. I can't reach it. So I just wondered if you would get it for me. And he's like, oh, this. And I was like, yes. And then he grabbed it and he gave it to me and he said, well, today's your lucky day. Um, it was the last one and I was here. And I was like, it is. Thank you. And like, would that not be a super cute moment? Yeah. Yeah. But it wasn't. Like, it was super cute, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't. That's not the outcome. You know what I mean? So like, those things happen. They really do happen. 11:11. So yes, a real tangible offer is coming through for you because of everything that you've gone through and everything that you have worked yourself through. Now you just need to be open to the change coming in, which is the main focus of this whole read, is that there is change coming in. Surrender to it. Go with the flow. Life is full of ebb and flow, and we need to just be willing to go with it, you know? Like, if life gets wavy, learning to surf helps it not be so difficult, because then when the waves come, you're like, cool, I can navigate this, and you just surf the wave, baby. You just surf the wave. So you've been in this stuck energy, but I'm telling you that's coming to an end. Let me see what this said again. Yeah, it's just, okay. So it's saying success after a setback, healing after after injury. Interesting. Preparing well ahead. So it's like you've been preparing for this for so long, and the change is finally coming in, and you need to embrace it because it's something that you have called in. Otherwise, it wouldn't be here. And it's knocking on your window. Okay, maybe knock on the door. That's less creepy, right? Especially because it's night. Like, yeah, but change is afoot. Embrace it. Allow it. Not everything always feels good in life, but without contrast, we would not know the really great things when they are here. And we would not know to appreciate what we have without having had opposite experiences. And so as shit as things can be, we just need to believe that when we learn the lessons from those situations, we can put the wheel of fortune into motion, and we can do that in a way that will bring about positive change because we've learned the lessons that have been dealt to us, given to us, handed to us. And when you get to a certain point, you get to just say, like, you know what? At this point, thank you. I understand what you're doing. I learn my lessons with love. And you will see how gently lessons come to you as long as you're really willing to take them for that. Because when you don't take the gentle lesson, it may get a little harder and harder and harder and harder and harder until you finally go, shit, this is a revolving cycle that keeps going the same way every time, and that is not in my best interest any longer. And going in a new direction, trying something new, and seeing how that pays off. It's like trying a new combination. It's it's about keeping an open mind and trusting that the universe has your back and that the change coming in is not for bad. It is not a bad thing. It is judgment that's on the bottom of the deck. It is because your life trials have come out in positive judgment. And so now they're like, you know what? Yep, they're ready for change. Let's give them a new beginning. Let's give them a blank slate. Let's let them try to have a different outcome this time and just having fun with it though, right? Like release the outcome and just sort of be like, you know what? Please help me to take the right path in my life and the one that will bring me the most happiness, the most satisfaction, the most luxury. And just be open because change is coming. Change is good. Winter is coming to mind. So if you're a Game of Thrones fan, me too. Yeah, only good things are coming if you allow them, and you deserve them. And I know that it's difficult to shift that mindset to believe it, but it's time to work on that because you deserve it. You are enough. You have learned the lessons, you have done the hard work, and it is time to reap the benefits.